Now we'd like to hear from our next presenter, who is Matthew Morris of a company that he founded called Blue Dream. And I'm going to let him tell you more about it because it has to do with HVAC integrations and vertical farming. And I don't even know what vertical farming is. So let's hear it from the expert. Thank you so much.
You made it sound very exciting. Thank you. Hi, I'm Matt Morris. Hi, I'm Matt Morris from Blue Dream. I'm a seasoned real estate financial professional, a CPA, and I earned my MBA from Johns Hopkins. I've filed for patent, and I'm working towards commercialization. Data centers operate continuously with almost no downtime and require constant cooling because servers generate heat. 100,000 square foot data center with roughly 20 megawatts operated efficiently would spend well over $9 million a year in electricity. Almost all the heat that enters a server in a data center becomes heat. Almost all the electricity that enters a server becomes heat. Almost all data centers simply reject that, push that heat just out into the nearby environment. Nobody reuses any of it. There is more than 30 million square feet of data center space in Northern Virginia alone. And they also get advantaged electricity rates, about a third of commercial users in the area. Additionally, AI is driving huge demand. They're expecting the total capacity for data centers to double within the next 3 to 5 years. And the new AI servers are producing 5 to 6 times the amount of heat as conventional servers. So data center operators as well as customers have a sustainability problem. High density farming, or vertical farming you may also know, operates with almost no downtime and generally has to be maintain like an 80-degree temperature, so they need heat. Many designs for vertical farms require ceiling heights over 30 feet, and industrial space is not a good fit for them. Industrial space doesn't have good insulation, they don't have good heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, and they're expensive because they've got to compete because of the high demand from e-commerce giants like Amazon, and so forth. Now their own energy use is very high as well, and for lighting and HVAC. Globally, vertical farms are spending over 40%, up to 40% of their operating expense on electricity. Blue Dream solves problems with a win-win. The patent broadly covers HVAC integration between data centers and vertical farms, forced air and liquid cooling. In most cases, the recycled waste heat is replacing natural gas heating. So this allows high-density farming to reduce energy use, reduce their HVAC capital investment, and take advantage of data centers' advantage at electric rates. In turn, data centers get sustainability credentials and on-site carbon capture through plant photosynthesis. So ultimately, this is an opportunity to use this huge amount of electricity twice. Waste energy is essentially turned into premium produce. You sell sustainability as a service to data centers, a real estate solution with operating expense savings to the high-density farm. The value to a vertically integrated company would be huge. Amazon, for example, has over 25 million square feet of data center space, in addition to an international distribution channel for fresh produce. So this kind of technology would give a company like Amazon the ability to scale a farming operation internationally, quickly, and cost-effectively with a sustainable cost advantage. This opportunity is massive because the scale of waste is massive. I remember the first time I went to a data center that was not excellently run, it was like a punch in the gut on how much heat was getting pumped outside of the building in the middle of winter. So in addition to the economic gains from this efficiency, the innovation would also home-shore agriculture, strengthen food supply chains, provide good, clean food for the local community, and protect against climate events and climate change. So in a sense, you could essentially replace the farmland the data centers are built upon.
We are already over time, but thank you. That was such a great job. Thank you so much. I just want to say, okay, like I already told you, this takes a whole lot of courage. But from this man, this takes even extra courage because one of the people who was going to pitch today got sick at the last minute. And he was a runner-up originally and was called this morning and asked, do you want to come and do it without any preparation? So I just want to give that nod that it's hard enough as it is. So anyway,
Thank you very
okay,
much.
moving on. Now, questions from the judges.
Can you tell us a little bit about your team?
So currently, I am my team. So I work for one of the largest data center developers in Northern Virginia. So I've got a lot of experience sort of on the data center side and on the development side, and then on the actual sort of financial analysis of these types of developments, right? I don't understand every single aspect of a data center, but I understand how money flows through it, if that makes sense.
So could you talk a little bit more about sort of what the product or the services that you have, right? I get
Sure.
that there's data centers and vertical farms next to them,
Sure.
but do you know, what does your company do to that?
So my primary focus right now is getting to proof of concept. And then so at that stage, I feel like I'll either be able to start licensing or we'll be able to do a big raise to kind of take it on myself. But I feel like at this point, so I've gotten a little bit of traction working with a data center design company. They're supporting me with products so I can develop a simulation. But ultimately, I'm going to want to create a physical model. So sure, I can bring some visuals, but essentially, like these modern data centers could be 100, 200,000 square feet, right? So if you're building ground up construction, you could essentially stack them, right? Because a data center is limited by how high it can build, right? Because of heat management and because of some other factors, like the amount of outdoor equipment they've got to have, like backup generators. So they're limited how high they can go. So, but if you're able to stack essentially another viable business on top of that, not only will you get these sustainability benefits, but you can essentially share your development costs, and there should be much greater economies of scale when doing the actual construction. But like land in Northern Virginia can cost as much as $3 million an acre for good data center land. So the opportunity for them to share some of that cost would be very advantageous to both companies.
Matthew, what's your ask?
Yes. So, like I said, I've currently had a little bit of traction with like a design company, and I'm working on a simulation, and I want to build like a containerized data center with a containerized vertical farm above it. But really what I'm looking for right now is help in identifying Harford County businesses, like other Harford County data centers or high-density farms that I can work with in order to work through some of the technical issues and get access to their equipment where I can do testing and, do readings and whatnot.
Great. We have time for one audience question, if there is one. Yes.
Are you connected with any current vertical
I am not currently. I would, please,
There's a
please help
to
connect
make.
me.
Okay, great. That's what this is about.
I
Remember,
know.
connections too.
I'm aware that InFarm recently signed a lease around the corner for a 200,000 square foot warehouse facility that has like 50-foot ceilings. But I'm not aware of any other, I'm not aware and have connections for other businesses in this region.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wonderful job.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.